Well, I don't think I've had the silver bullet this torn apart in quite some time, but something had to be done about the old front USB ports not working. I originally thought that I was going to be able to desolder the USB stuff, but then I found out afterwards that I don't have the proper equipment to desolder surface-mounted components and not side-mounted components with lots of leads and pins that have to be desoldered all at once. I can do basic stuff like resistors, capacitors, or something like that, but I need fancier equipment to desolder those dual USB things without using a blowtorch or something. So I decided to make a Hackjob solution with what used to be connected to this back USB plate. And that takes the form of this duct-taped monstrosity. Actually, I soldered these wires together and then duct taped all over the place to cover them up because the cable wasn't long enough initially. But what this originally was, this was one of those two USB things, that little USB kits, so you could have extra USBs on the back of your computer. This is the back plate that used to go with it. And so what I did was I took the plug and I just disconnected the plug and I chopped off enough of the plug so that the dimensions of the plug are now very similar to the dimensions of the old circuit board that used to fit in the case right over here. So what I'm going to do is mount this up, take a crappy controller, make sure it works without frying the controller or the motherboard or something like that, and yeah, Hackjob duct tape, took some cutting pliers and chopped off part of the plug of this thing right down to the plastic casing underneath inside these things. So let's get this mounted up, get this thing back together, and see if it works. That might be just a tad too crushed for this to last a very long time, but who cares? It puts USB ports back in the front. Look at how sturdy these are. And it closes too. Hackjob? Yep, it's Hackjob alright. Now let's see if it works. Okay, we're up and running again, and this really shows just what the shortcomings of mechanical hard drives really are these days. Look at these numbers in the Task Manager on here. One of the things I like about the new Task Manager in Windows 10, I think it might be in Windows 8 too, it also shows you the disk bandwidth, how much your hard drive is getting slammed. So here's the problem. This computer was turned on 5 minutes ago! And this is a question that this is a frustration that I used to have back when I used mechanical hard drives as my main drives in my systems. Oh, now it's down to 99%. Let's see how long it stays down that low. Oh, well, back to 100. All these programs that do all of their updating, including Windows updates, right when the computer is first turned on, instead of timing things out so everything is spread out and the drive doesn't get butchered for the first 5 to sometimes a half, 30 to 45 minutes after the computer gets turned on, is completely inexcusable. Whose computer is this? Okay, anyways, the disk is getting butchered to heck, which is why mechanical hard drives are so terrible. But we're here to test the new USB ports, so let's do that. I'm going to test and see if this disgusting old controller from years and years ago starts up. It's a cheap, horrible piece of junk that's been sitting for so long that the plastic is actually sticky. And even after cleaning it, it's just the chemical reactions in the plastic have turned it into a disgusting, sticky mess that leaves a residue all over your fingers. Oh, and by the way, it uses a ribbon cable, because this little recoil thing, it all springs together inside, but if you recoil while the system is plugged in, it can cause crashes. So, it's one of the worst controllers that I've ever had, and if today's its last day, because something's not wired up right, I will not miss it. Let's just pull out some more of that recoil cable. Sticky controller. But let's see what happens when we plug it in. Alright, port number 1. That's actually more sturdy than the original USB ports that came with this case. So cool. It plugs in, it makes the acknowledgement noise, and the lights light up. Let's try the other port. Off. Cha-ching! And this lights up too. Good. Looks like my Hackjob USB ports are working for now. They're actually more sturdy than the originals were. Of course, it also helps that they have a piece of rubber instead of a circuit board making contact with those things on the back. So it looks like we can finally plug controllers into the front of this system again. So let's play some Shovel Knight. if the disk can ever stop being slammed. Alright, the hard drive is still grinding away because Avast doesn't get the simple concept of, it's my computer, I'll scan for viruses when I damn well feel like it! Anyways, let's test with the RetroLink NES-style controller running Shovel Knight. Hopefully, the antivirus practically denial of service attacking this mechanical drive system can at least allow a little game like Shovel Knight to run. Let's set up our controls. Set it all! Up, down, left, right, jump, attack, inventory, and pause. I'm almost the end of it now. I should actually get around to beating this game. Well, now that I'm not playing a ton of World of Warcraft anymore, I can actually play more real games. Ooh, shots fired. Let's do this. Well, it looks like with the drive still grinding away. There we go. Come a long way since the last time I showed this game. Port number 1 is fine. Let's see what happens if we unplug and switch to port number 2. We'll get that on camera too. Otherwise, video footage or it didn't happen. Goodbye. Hello, port number 2. Of course, that's not going to make a difference with these ports anyways. So it picks right up where it left off. Yeah, right. I'd say it works. So, the Hackjob front USB ports with a creaky tripod and everything. So the Hackjob front USB ports with the silver bullet up and running. Now, if only I could do something about cheap tripods not being easily adjustable, and hard drives that never, ever, ever, ever stop grinding! Mechanical hard drives. So freaking obsolete. Whatever. Till next time, this is MultimediaJay, signing off. Thanks for stopping by. So I found out after the fact that all the drive grinding, which by the way is still going on, that's making Avast go crazy right now, is because there are updates downloading automatically. And unlike previous versions of Windows, I have no way whatsoever to schedule or to have it notify me when updates are available, and then I pick when I want the drive to be ground all over the place. So no, it's suffer until you're up to date, and hopefully you stay up to date. Whatever, Microsoft.